It's time to stop waffling about when it comes to your sales copy. Honestly, there are only 4 reasons why anyone buys anything ever. Hey, I'm Sandra and I help online business owners make more sales through smart messaging and offers. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly which 4 points you need to hit to close any sale. First one is simple, and I'm sure that you've made purchases plenty of times because of this reason, and that is to save time. We are always, or most of us are usually willing to spend money to save ourselves time or effort or energy on getting something done. And this really explains the popularity of places like Uber Eats, right? Or why we pay extra for next day delivery or Amazon Prime. And that is because saving time is one of the most pressing reasons, or one of the most convenient reasons for us to buy something. And that's also why my copy templates sell so well, right? It's about saving that whole blank space syndrome. So saving time is a really good sales argument for anything. Now, the second one is to save money or to make money. So this one is really related to our finances. So we will make a purchase decision if we understand how this will either help us save more money. So for example, I pay for You Need a Budget every year, which is a really cool, honestly the best budgeting software I've ever worked with. And I know that yes, I spend money on my subscription to You Need a Budget, but it saves me money and it saves me stress and time and energy because I know that I'm saving for my yearly purchases. I know what I have up front. I know that my phone is gonna tell me when I'm standing in the store and I've got great shoes even though they're on sale. My budget's gonna tell me, not today, thereby saving me money. And the other one is to make money. And especially, I mean, if you're here, you know that a lot of what I do has to do with making more money or positioning our offers better so that people understand the ROI, so they're more likely to invest. So helping someone make more money is probably one of the easiest ways to sell your offer. Like any offer that you have, if you can show how it helps someone make extra money, you're gonna have a much easier time selling it. So saving money or making extra money is always a really, really good argument. Then we have the third one, and this one's a little bit more existential. It's about avoiding pain. So as humans, you know that when you lay your hand on a hot stove, for example, you're gonna immediately go like, ee! Right? You're gonna pull your hand back. We are biologically wired to avoid pain, right? Because it's avoiding the risk of death. So if your offer somehow, or what you do somehow helps someone avoid pain, make sure that you include that in your messaging and to show the value of your offer. And this can be in a variety of ways, right? So it's not only, let's take my copy templates as an example, because that's the easiest one to come up with for me. It's not only I'm saving you the time of writing it from scratch, I'm saving you the frustration and the pain of like feeling insecure, not being sure how to do this, staring at that blank page that looks at you, right? If you've ever had I don't know how to write this, and you stare at the blank space and the cursor is there, you know this feeling, right? There's a sort of pain associated to it. If you're a health coach, you might more think about like the pain of your joints because you're overweight, or the pain of your lower back because your posture is not right, that sort of thing, right? So how can we avoid pain? And you can get creative with it, because I just, with health it's easier, with copywriting it might be trickier, but there's usually a way to position any kind of offer, to phrase your messaging a little bit around how you avoid pain. Now the fourth one is the opposite of this, and that is to gain pleasure. So the fourth reason to buy anything is because it gives us pleasure, right? It's the dopamine hit. It's why we cannot stop scrolling on Instagram or get through the next level of this game. Why we love a good deal, right? It's the pleasure of, oh, I got a good score. Oh, I got the latest iPhone. It's, oh, I've had this luscious meal or this incredibly luxury spa experience or vacation, right? We spend money and we invest in things because we like pleasure. And this is the opposite of the same biological response, right? To avoid pain and to gain pleasure. So pain is bad for our survival, pleasure is good, right? This is why sugar is so addicting, because it gives us pleasure. So talk about how does your offer, depending on what you do, like how does your offer bring pleasure? So one of the funny things is that during a recession, the luxury car industry usually doesn't suffer. And there is something about that higher segment where the pleasure or the identity of driving a luxury car makes it pretty much recession proof. So think about this when you have an offer, and especially for a higher ticket offer, like how can you add pleasure into the buying decision? So there you have it. Those are the 4 reasons we buy anything. And if you, depending on the type of buyer and the buyer psychology of it, make sure that you include all of these in your offer, right? So look at your sales page, look at your copy, look at your social posts. Maybe make, for social media, you can make one post for each of these, right? So how does what you do help someone save money or make money, save time, avoid pain, and gain pleasure? Now, if you enjoyed this video, I'm gonna link a paid challenge I ran in the past all about like salesy messaging, and there's actually a really cool video where I break down an example of a sale that Apple ran and how they hit these 4 points in like 2 sentences. So I'm gonna link that below for you to find, and make sure that you watch one of the other videos where we dive deeper into profitable messaging and positioning. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to support this channel, please hit subscribe, and see you in the next video.